So today I'm building a two um, staircase to go into the house from the garage. I don't have a plan for it. I didn't draw a plan for it, so I'm just gonna wing it. So let's see. Let's get right into it. So I'm using a 2x6 lumber for this. I had it handy. I bought a few extras because I wouldn't have had enough. But basically, I'm just building the staircase over the existing, concrete single staircase that is there. It's been a challenge to get in and out, and recently my mom visited, and I noticed that she was struggling to get in and out. She missed a step once. Luckily, she didn't fall down. So here I'm putting the 2x6s together for the top one. I'm using Tapcon, quick set, glue, and a couple of 4-inch screws, construction screws. Actually, I think those are deck screws, so 4-inch deck screws to put the frame together for the top staircase right now. That's what I'm doing. I'm sorry the camera is not in full view of what I'm doing there, but I've attached the one side and I'm attaching the other side now. So I'm just gonna speed through this part. I apologize you can't see what I'm doing. I don't want to get you bored just watching me go back and forth and just my hand showing. But basically I'm just attaching the sides, all the sides. Okay, now I'm doing my first test feet. Like I said, I'm using the existing concrete staircase as the bottom support for that top stair. Since it's already there, I figured I might as well just use it. There was no point taking that out. That would have added extra time to how long it took to complete this. And by the way, this took about a couple hours, maybe 3 hours at the most. And that's because I didn't have a plan. I was just going, with it, just figuring out how I wanted it to look like. I know I had an idea of what I wanted it to look like, so I hope this helps, with confidence. I mean, if it's your house or if it's your house, then I would encourage you to give it a try. If you make a mistake, it will be part of the learning process. I have made a lot of mistakes, and I correct them as I go. So here I'm just cutting the boards for the next level, and I'm going to build out the frame for it similar to like I did the top level, using some glue there and a couple 4-inch deck screws. I'm just using a clamp here to clamp it together so I can pre-drill the holes and then attach the 2 screws, one at the top there and another one at the bottom. So now I'm doing another test fit with the three sides of the bottom attached together and checking the height of it to make sure it will be a comfortable height. So I went back to the miter saw to cut what will be the last side of the frame of the bottom stair, and I will go to the back of it. Here I'm just measuring what will be like the cross members to add some extra strength to the structure. And because the top and the bottom stairs are not exactly the same depth, I'm measuring to make sure I have the exact measurements. And here I'm just attaching those cross members. So like I said, I'm using the existing stair as the support for the top level of the stair. So the right side of the stair is not attached to the top part of it. So what I'm doing here, I'm attaching the scrap piece of wood to hold those two together so that I can lift the whole thing up and attach the back sides of the cross members. Cross members. Cross members. I hope that is what they actually call it. Let me know in the comments if that's the correct name for the pieces that attach the two sides of the frame together. Those, the smaller pieces. Let me know in the comments. By the way, I'm asking you one quick favor, that if by the end of this video you find value in this video, please like, comment, and share with someone who might benefit from it as well. Thank you. At this point, I thought it was a good time to get the vacuum out and just do some cleanup. And then I went ahead and put the frame back and then did a test fit at the top to make sure I have the correct lengths of the planks or panels that would go across. And one thing I added were those bottom pieces there that I will use to attach both the top stair and the bottom stair to the concrete to add some extra strength to it. Actually, that is what's holding them, the stair, permanently, so it doesn't move when we're going up and down the stairs. I did attach a couple screws into studs at the back, but those won't be sufficient, so I added those pieces at the bottom there, and then I'm using a Tapcon screws to attach it to the concrete. So right now I'm just attaching those pieces to the frame, and then I'll go back in and drill the holes through those pieces onto the concrete and then attach the concrete screws onto that. You would notice I didn't bother lifting the whole thing up again to attach screws to the back of the pieces that would hold the whole thing down to the concrete, because I figured out if I have attached them to the two sides, that should be sufficient. There's no pointing. I thought it would be an overkill to go attach a couple more screws to the back side of it. It's solid the way it is. Like I said, I'm using Tapcon screws to hold it down to the concrete. These are 2 3/4 inch length screws. I'm using a Bosch drill bit for that. These are masonry bits, and I've had them for probably over 10 years now, and yeah, they've been really good. So after pre-drilling the holes through the concrete, I also went back and countersink the holes so that, you know, the screws will go down a little bit more. And here I'm just using the hammer drill again that I used to drill the holes to screw the screws in, because after I countersink the holes, it created some resistance because I didn't drill as far, so I'm using the hammer drill again to screw in the screws so they go further in. That too might be an overkill, but I wanted to make sure that it's really secure because it's a really high traffic staircase, and I want to make sure it's solid and it lasts for a long time. So I'm just adding the deck tops or deck pieces on top, and then marking where the cross members are, so that I'll follow that path for the screws that would attach the top boards onto the cross members. I keep calling them cross members, and I hope I'm right. I'll check what they are at the end of this video. I did a quick stress test, and then it was time to put on the top pieces there. And then I noticed that there is a strip of wood at the back there. You probably won't see it. I'll try to show you. It's a strip of wood I added there to cover a gap that was between just at the bottom there of the entrance, just to make sure there were no insects or bugs crawling in there or ants. So I had to remove that before attaching this, so the top there would sit flush against the house there. And I'm still going to attach another strip underneath there to make sure there is no gap there. And at some point I'll also be adding some caulking to make sure it's tight and don't leave any gaps there for insects to crawl in. Okay, now I'm just adding additional screws there to secure the top to the frame. I'm drilling and countersinking those holes and then attaching them with, I believe it was a 2.5 inch deck screws. Just did another quick stress test there and then secured the corners. And then I just sanded it down with the 100 grit sandpaper using my finish sander. And it was time to remove the scrap piece I had attached to the side there, because it's all now secured. Here I'm just attaching, I believe it's a 1x2 to that bottom part there to make sure the gap is minimal there. By the way, my supervisor just checked in on what I was doing. Now I'm just adding a few extra screws to the top pieces there to secure it. This thing is not going anywhere. And there you have it. I am pleased with how it turned out. And like I said, it took me a couple hours, 3 hours the most. I hope this video helps you out. Now it's your turn to go build something. Remember, just a little faith and some DIY attitude is all you need to build something. Something that would inspire you to keep growing, getting better as you become the person that you were created to be.